Christine, 64, is a lobotomy patient who has made it all the way out of Pilgrim now and can almost take care of herself. She's progressed to a special nursing home where she receives medical supervision and drug treatment, but is free to move about the community on her own. Adele was a lively and pretty 20-year-old from Brooklyn when this picture was taken. She was married that same year, 1947, and moved to California with her new husband. According to her older brother, she returned home alone 6 months later.
Okay, anything else? That'll be it.
He said she had become another person.
25.
She would flare up and become verbally abusive, although she was never physically violent.
Okay, total is
She was
3.
admitted to Pilgrim shortly thereafter, and in 1951, she had a lobotomy. Her father signed the consent papers.
So your father approved it, the doctor got a signature. Did you have any say in it? None whatsoever. Answer this
She
question.
developed speech problems after the operation.
What do you remember about the operation itself?
They sent me to the beauty parlor to have my hair shaped up. I said, put a towel around my head. I'm embarrassed.
Apparently, Adele's behavioral problems are not as severe as before the operation. Like everyone else, she still dreams of a better life.
I don't know why they did it to me, but they did. But I want a studio apartment in Greenwich Village. I want a job on 34th Street. Then I want to get married.
I did something to my skull.
I can see the scars still here.
Yeah.
That's where one went in?
Yeah, they drilled the cuts through the bone. Took some of the flow of my brain out.
Siegfried, gotta take you in for lunch.
Siegfried Sonic today at 64 is polite and mild-mannered. He's been here since he was 14 years old. His sister Marie visits him regularly. She remembers.
He was a perfectly normal child, and this happened very suddenly when something went wrong, and he just snapped and became ill. I remember my mother having to make the decision, and it was very difficult, but she had to do it because he was so violent. He was in a straitjacket 6 months out of the year, and at that time they had nothing else. He was much calmer. Yeah, he didn't have to be restrained after that lobotomy.
Medical records indicate a long history of schizophrenic violent behavior, often based on his obsessive and irrational fear of black people. Still today, he denies it's a problem.
So you were a violent man before the lobotomy. You would fight?
No, I wasn't violent, but those Negroes, you just look at them and they want to pick a fight with you. They take advantage of a white person.
Ironically, it's a black hospital attendant Siegfried considers his closest friend. Eugene Townsend is his constant escort because Siegfried is so disturbed he'll never leave the hospital. Lobotomy, the experts agree, was a desperate effort during a time when there was nothing else to offer. And nurse Helen Savarese was an eyewitness to this dark era in medical history.
You can see a life that was so disturbing, at least had life with them, and then see them afterwards. There was no feeling in the face, there was no expression in the face. The patient many times would be sitting on the floor, drooling, no conception of where he is. That's tragic. It was pathetic.
Tom, I was thinking, watching this, it's too bad that the hospital tranquilizers didn't come on the scene 20 years earlier. This may never have done.
It is a shame, Hugh. That would have eliminated the need for lobotomies. And lobotomy, of course, was a desperate operation, a desperate procedure for a desperate problem at the time, and actually it helped a number of people. The problem was it became sort of a cure-all, and it was used too widely, and then people who didn't need it were caught up in it. That's where the dark side comes.
Why has it been so difficult to learn really the results of all this lobotomizing?
Research is very difficult. Pilgrim State is, again, trying to do deep research into this, but they're running into problems because it's such a stigma. No one wants to admit they ever had the operation, those who are surviving, so they're having a difficult time finding, and they're looking for people who might help them.
Thank you, Tom.
Right.
We'll have more.